What's up, sluts? Welcome back to new banger video, and let's get right into it. So, welcome back. It's your boy. So, first of all, I wanna apologize for not uploading a video. I had some family problems, and by the way, I have a test tomorrow, but we don't give a shit. We don't give a damn, fam. I just got some free time. Study. Let me record for you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go study my ass before after this. But yeah, so this is part 4, I believe. So last time where we left off, Naruto just finished the wave mission. So now we come when Anko calls her Gakis to meet her at Training Guard 44. If you didn't know, Training Guard 44 is the like how do you call it? Like that forest thingy. I don't remember honestly. If you remember, put down in comment section down below. So Uncle goes there, and everybody is there. So Naruto is being late, of course. I have to make him somewhat funny, and I have to make him piss off Anko. So he's late. 20 minutes. And when he comes there, Uncle says, Naruto, why are you late? And he said, sorry, I was lost in road of life. What can I say? And she sighs like, not a Kakashi. Like, okay, don't ever let it happen again. Okay, senpai, as you say, as you wish. And she gets a tick back by the noise and just says that she entered them at a Chunin exam. And he says, oh, well, that's nice. So is that all? And she says, yes, well, bye. And he just does the body flicker, but with water. Don't forget he has all affinities. I know I'm making this somewhat comedic, but I guess I have to make it, real. And Naruto just left. By the way, Kakashi, Obito, Rin are neutral. Like they don't hate Naruto at all, So Naruto decides to pay a visit to Obito's house because he knows that Kakashi will be there. And I'm gonna say Rin and Obito are dating. Don't forget, I already told you that Naruto never get crushed. Basically, everything's fine except for Naruto, Everybody's fine. Obito, Rin, no Akatsuki after they. I mean, there is Akatsuki, but Yahiko didn't die, so they aren't like the mercenaries they were before. They just bring peace like the Yahiko wanted. So, yeah, they don't collect tail beasts, they are good with every village. Like, they do mission for the villages and stuff like that. Everything is fine. Like I said, everything is fine. Just Naruto was neglected. Like basically, that's it. So our boy Naruto goes to Rin and Obito's house, and he says, "Hello, Obito. Oh, Kakashi, you're there. Can I come in real quick?" And Kakashi has a tick mark. Sure. And Kakashi he's wearing a mask, and Naruto just comes and sits inside, and Rin starts talking to Naruto, like, how are you, like, stuff like that, some basic stuff. Let's cut to the business. Rin, can you just leave me, Kakashi, and Obito alone for a bit? I gotta talk to these boys alone. And she, like, looks suspiciously, but yeah, she leaves. And Obito, Obito is still funny gone, but he is in Nambu, I'm gonna say like that. And Naruto looks... Can you teach me the way? And Obito looks at him, wide-eyed, so you do know the way. I want you to teach me how to be a pervert. And Kakashi has stars in his eyes, and tears falls down his shirt. I guess we could do that for you. Can I borrow some Ichi Paradise? I wanna learn the way of being a pervert. And Obito is proud of Naruto right here. Fam, if you ever need anything, hit me up. And they give him like 3 copies of Ichi Paradise, stuff like that. And Naruto says, "Thank you. You all just became really close to my heart, senseis. I will never forget you this. Thank you. You are good people in my book." And Naruto just leaves the house. And Kakashi and Obito are fucking proud. Another fan of Ichi Paradise. They just got a fucking student to teach their perverted ways. And Rin comes back, and
Obito says, bro, Rin's coming back. Lock up the house. And Rin comes back and asks what they do. Like, Naruto just wanted us to train them, but he can't say like. And Rin says, "Oh, really? Well, I'm gonna train him with you." She doesn't know what happened. Just she thinks they're plotting something. Okay, and Obito and Kakashi think, "Fuck, like fuck, fam." And by the way, I'm gonna say like. There's 2 weeks before the exam, and Naruto has been talking to Kurama pretty frequently, I'm gonna say. So anyway, Naruto goes and talks to Kurama. You know, he can enter KCM1, but he needs a key, and I'm gonna explain later how he will unlock full chakra mode and stuff like that. But anyway, let's skip a little bit. Naruto just walking, chilling, fan like chilling, and he sees Konohamaru being held by somebody. Like, and Naruto says, "Yo, what up, fam?" And they look at him and say, "Whoa, what are you doing? And who are you? Shut up." And Naruto just looks at him. "Would you mind putting him down? I mean, I don't wanna hurt you guys for him." And Konohamaru says, "Boss, they're hurting me." And Naruto says, "Oh, that's the third Hokage's grandson, by the way. So you will have a problem in the village." And they look, and Sasuke comes and everything, and Gaara looks at Naruto, ignoring Sasuke completely. "Mother wants your blood." "You know, fam, that's pretty weird. Why the hell you calling Shikaku your mother?" And Gaara looks at him. "What did you say?" Don't mind me." And he looks at Temuri and says, "Damn, girl, nice ass." And he just basically he read that in Age of Paradise. Temuri blushes. Like Sasuke says, like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like, Naruto, don't forget how he says, like, "Nice ass," grabbed Konohamaru and left like a boss. Comment down below if you want. Temari in this harem building, you know. Temari and Ino, just comment down below if you want a full comment fucking quick, fam. Yeah, just please don't fab too much. What the fuck? Don't mind me that. Don't mind that. Let's continue, fam. Let's continue. So yeah. Anyway, first day of the exam, everybody comes to take exam, and Naruto already figured it out. Don't forget, Naruto is genius, even though he likes to fuck around, He aces the exam, puts the feet on his table, and any proctor is looking like this. "Aren't you a little bit cocky, brat?" And Naruto just says, "Nah, finish the exam easy as hell, even the bonus questions." And he just takes a fucking cigarette and lights it and... This some good shit, And he's pretending, it's not a real cigarette, it's a genjutsu he got. And everybody like sweat drops, like, bro, this kid a motherfucking G. So, anyway, let's time skip, everybody passes, blah blah blah. Forest of Death, yes, Uncle comes through, says Forest of Death. Now Forest of Death, so Naruto just goes and says, "Hey, sorry," and Yui, I think I thought, like, "You two go to that tower, I'll take care of the scrolls." And they go. Naruto comes, sees Team 7 being attacked by Orochimaru, blitzes Orochimaru, and starts battling one-on-one, and he says, "Yo, nah, just kidding, fam. Do you honestly think..." I said Orochimaru is good, not a bad person, so he just comes on Team 7. See, I pranked you guys. And comes on Team 7 and just says, "Hello, I lost my way. Would you mind showing me?" And Menma says, "Give us your scroll." And Naruto just flash steps behind him and says, "Oh, is this your scroll? Thank you guys so much. Well, bye." And he just body flickers away. Just that easy. Naruto kind of jumps to Saori and Yui, and he says, "Well, here we are. I mean, it's pretty easy. Like, we were here like, what, half an hour? It's a new record probably." And they open 2 scrolls and open 1 scroll. I mean, one scroll, and Kakashi, not Obito appears and he says, you on. He looks like, whoa, Naruto, your team fast as fuck, boy. And he says, you bet your ass we fast. You bet your ass. And they start talking and they say like you pass. And Obito says, by the way, Naruto, can I call? Like, can I talk to you real quick? And he explains the situation like Korean wants to train him as well. And Naruto says, fuck, we don't fuck now, boy. And he says, Naruto, I'm gonna give you this mission. This mission maybe cost you your life, but if you survive, you will become the master pervert himself. And Naruto looks wide-eyed. Please, teach me the way. And he says, listen closely, my child. I'm only gonna say this once. There will be 1 month after the preliminaries that happened. Listen closely. I want you to leave Hidden Village. Say that you're gonna train. Go to Land of Waves, where there's the bustiest girls around, and you gotta peek at the hot springs. If you survive 1 month of that training, you will become the pervert himself. And Naruto looks serious in his eyes. Master Obito, you're like a father to me. And Obito looks, I know, son. I know. Come back after the preliminaries, after that one training month, and prove that you're worthy of the pervert title. I will. I promise you that. I will. I sorry, I had to do it. So yeah, Naruto just goes, everything's in. So now preliminaries. Naruto versus Kiba. And Kunai says, sorry, uncle, but Naruto has no chance. Manma has no chance. And Minato and Kushina like they're starting to regret Naruto, but they want to see what happened to him. And Naruto says, Moshi Mosh, Kiba-kun. And Kiba looks ready to beat asshole. Nope, not quite. And Kiba says, I don't care. You're gonna lose anyway. And Naruto just like, bring it on. And Kiba like says Brock to call the match. And Naruto says, yeah, call it. And the match starts. Kiba starts punching wildly. Naruto avoids no sweat. And Minato sees this. And Naruto says, come on, is that all you got? I thought you were somewhat strong. Oh well. And he says, I am fang over fang. And he starts fang over fang and he hits Naruto. And Naruto is in the wall. And Kiba says like, call it. 3 seconds pass, Naruto like stands up. Fam? What a warm up. But that was still a weak hit. And Minato sees this like, that would hurt a little bit to him. So Naruto calling this a weak hit. He must be pretty resistant to pain. And Minato Kushina is seeing this. Well, Kiba, see, because you were an asshole in the Konoha school, I'm gonna do something to you, you know? I'm gonna humiliate you, okay, fam? And Naruto just throws a kunai with a ceiling on it. And Kiba says, you missed. And it goes past his, like, face. And Naruto instantly teleports. And everybody runs wide-eyed. Oh, but did I? And big Rasengan comes into his hand. And he just puts it in Kiba's back. Basically, hits Kiba's ass with it, you know, and blows away Kiba's clothes. And when Kiba, like, is hit on the wall, everybody sees him naked, and Naruto just smiling the heck out, you know, kicking Kiba's ass. And Minato and Kushina are like, fuck it, like, what? He used the flying rising. But that's an S-rank move. And he even used Rasengan. Even big Rasengan. Giant. How do you call it? Giant Rasengan. How strong are you, Naruto? And Naruto says, yo, brother, call the match. This man's ain't getting up. So yeah, Naruto, I'm gonna say Manman wins against a random Shinobi. Sasuke wins against that Shinobi. Rock Lee Gara incident still happens. But anyway, let's continue. Sarui wins. Yui loses. I'm just gonna say Yui loses. She was against Mito, I'm gonna say. So she lost.
Menma goes through basically everybody goes through. Menma will be replacing Shino, and Sari's replacing Kankuro the past and stuff like that. You know, you already know. You already know. Okay, so now people say there is 1 month, of training before they will start the battle. Blah 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 blah, and it will be Naruto against. Neji, by the way, Naruto didn't jump for Hinata because he hates her, Menma did. So that's a disclaimer, by the way. He thinks she is creepy. Oh, you Hinata tards. Fuck you. Fuck you, fam. By the way, Naruto doesn't talk to Team 7 or anybody. Naruto just goes and second day of their 1 month free training, Naruto goes to Hokage's office and Minato says, "Ah, son, you're here." Naruto looks at him. I can. And he says, "I want to go 1 month on training and out of the village, And Minato says, why do you want that?" And he says, "Well, I can't train in the village that much, so." And by the way, Obito told me I should ask you before I leave. And Minato says, "Oh, you met Obito?" "Yes, he is like a father to me. He has taught me the way." And Minato opens his eyes like wide-eyed. "What way?" And Naruto says, "None of your business." "But can I?" And Minato says, "Fine, I grant you permission." And by the way, Jiraiya is going out of village. He wants to bring Tsunade, no, Tsunade is already here. The fuck I'm talking about? He wants to, go around with Menma, and Tsunade will come along to train Mito. And next day, Jiraiya and everybody is waiting, and they see Naruto with backpack just heading out. And Jiraiya say, "Kid," and he sees, Tsunade, says, "What? Where are you going with that backpack?" "Oh, me? I'm going to train a bit." And Naruto looks at them. Jiraiya, can I ask you something?" And Jiraiya sees this opportunity because Minato and Kushina already says, they want Naruto back to the sound. "Say, I'm writing a fourth chapter of Witch of Paradise. I kinda read all three parts and I wanna know if you have the fourth one." And Jiraiya says, "Of course! But I can't give it to you. You're still too young." And Naruto says, "Oh, I already read the other three. So can I have it, please, pretty please?" And Jiraiya just sweat drops and says, "Okay, but if Kushina asks, I didn't give." "Oh, okay. I don't know why what she asked, but yeah." And by the way, do you have the keys for the Nine Tails? And Jiraiya looks at him. "Why would you want a keys for the Nine Tails?" "Because there's a three key, I'm gonna say. Because there's one key for Mito Chakra, Menma Chakra, and there is key for QB Soul." And Naruto says, "Well, I wanna actually, because QB has some of its chakra, I actually wanna can dry as how does it have some of its chakra?" Naruto starts lying, he doesn't wanna let them know that he has over 99%, I'm gonna say 90% of QB chakra, and Mito and Mem must have 5 left. And he says, "Well, Mito and Mema have 45% each, but I guess QB has 10% left with his soul." And Gerard sees this. "How do you know this?" "He kind of told me. You talked to QB, kid." And he says, "Well, yeah, I did, but we became friends. I even know his real name, but I wanna key so I can loosen the seal a bit." And Drea says, "Okay, kid, but watch your back. He's greedy." Okay. And he basically just gives Kyo to Naruto. And Naruto says, "Thank you. Now I can let him go off his cage." Oof. And Drea says, "What? Naruto, don't trust him that much." Well, anyway, thank you, Jiraiya. I guess, but see you. And Naruto just vanishes. And Naruto is on his journey to learn how to be a master pervert. By the way, Anko, Sarui, and Yui are in love with him, but yeah, Anko goes to train Yui. Sarui actually goes with Sasuke to train with Kakashi, by the way. I'm just gonna say it like that. Sorry, sorry, sorry. And and the one time skip, I'm gonna say like Naruto mastered jutsu. And by the way, I'm not Naruto. Is hella overpowered, you know. And I'm gonna say, let me see. While Naruto was walking, I'm gonna say he saw swordsmanship, like how's it called? Like weapon shop, you know. And he entered it, and he saw an experienced guy waiting there, and he saw he was holding the second Hokage's sword. And he asked, "Oh, what are you waiting here?" And he looked at Naruto. "Oh, I just want to sell my sword." And but the man said he won't give me more than 5,000 yen. And Naruto looks, "Well, it's pretty sword. Can I have it for 10,000 yen?" And he looks at him. He says, "Deal, deal, deal." By the way, so like the person in the shop wanted to like grab a steal because person didn't know, and Naruto just takes the sword for 10,000 and leaves. And the shop owner like returns and says, "Hey kid, why are you going away with that sword? I was just gonna buy it for 5k." And by the way, the person left, and Naruto just starts, "Oh, I bought it." And he looks for how much, and he says for 10,000. "Well, I didn't sell it." And Naruto says, "Well, it wasn't still yours. You still haven't bought it." And by the way, you tried to scam here. It's worth over 200,000 yen. But I I scammed him myself. Bye. And he leaves the shop owner angry. And in this month, Naruto has perfected. When I say perfected, he perfected his sword style. So he is a god in Kenjutsu, Finjutsu, all five chakra nations. He is good with them. Mukuton, he did approve, but yeah. So now we time skip one once. And by the way, he released Kurama from his cage, and he has KCM 2, but much stronger than before. Because mind you that Naruto's KCM before, he had 50% of QB chakra. Now he has 90% of QB chakra. So let that be comparison. Or 40% more. So yeah, let's continue. So Naruto goes back to village, and next day are the exam. And when he goes back, he sees Yui strolling around after Naruto's training. And Naruto says, and by the way, this Naruto has perfected the art of being a pervert. And Naruto comes and behind Yui and lifts her skirt up and seeing her panties and says, "Nice." And Naruto just says, "Hello, Yui," and he jumps in front of her, you know, and she blushes. Naruto, what's up? And when did you come back? And Naruto says, "Oh, just now, but you wanna go grab something to eat?" And she says, like a date?" And Naruto says, "Yeah, like a date. You are beautiful, you know that, right?" And she blushes like, "Oh, okay, Naruto," and she has a beautiful smile on her face. And she and Naruto just go and by the way, don't forget this is a harem. Sorry, will be the main girl in the harem, but Naruto started like, let me make my own harem of 3 to 4 women, you know, maybe 5, maybe 6. We'll see. So they just go on a date talking about how it went. Naruto didn't mention the fact he became a master pervert. And Naruto just goes and like has a date, and he kisses Yui on the cheek and says, "Goodbye, Yui. It was a nice date." And she blushes and says, "Yeah, yeah." And Naruto just goes back, and he sees Jiraiya and Tsunade coming back, and Mito and Menma. And Naruto says, "Moshi mosh," and they see him. "Oh, hey, Naruto." Menma says, "What do you want, loser?" "Oh, nothing, Jiraiya." And Naruto just from his backpack takes like some script, and he says, "I know you didn't have much time to have research. I did it for you. And I must say, I became a master. And nobody knows research except Tsunade." And Naruto gives it to Jiraiya, and Jiraiya opens it, and his eyes widen. "Kid,
I must say, I do hate you, but this is a work of art. And Giraffe lends a hand. Welcome to the club. You are official master. And Naruto says, will this be an HH paradise? And Jiraiya looks at him. Some parts I will take from it. Thank you. Thank you, Naruto. I must say I never thought of you as anything like good, but you have proven me wrong. You are the chosen one. And everybody like sweat drops like what are they talking about? And throughout the ask what are they talking about? And Naruto just and Jiraiya says none of your business. All I have to say, this kid is the chosen one. And yeah, now let's go to the first fight. It's Naruto versus Neji. Spoiler alert. And well, they come and Naruto says, "Moshi Neji, cool. Sorry, he still isn't back. They were late. Blah blah blah. You already know. You already know." So Neji says, "Prepare to lose, loser. Huh. You were destined to lose." And Naruto says, we will see. We will see." Anyway, so how is it hanging, bro? And just Neji says like start the match, Naruto, and Naruto says okay, Proctor started, and Neji like nods as well. So Naruto says okay, so how we gonna do this? And Neji looks easy. I'm gonna beat you. Huh. I'm gonna show you how much stronger I am. And Naruto looks at him and says, "Oh, you're stronger than? Well, okay, you're stronger than me. I don't know how, but okay, if you say so." And Naruto basically just placed the flying rising seal on Neji, like before when he just did a handshake, like some long time ago when they just met in the Churin exams. By the way, I forgot to say that. And Naruto just teleports behind Neji. Everybody couldn't see Naruto, and Minato's eyes widened like he used it again, so it wasn't some random jutsu. And Naruto sits behind Neji. Hello! And he kicks him in the stomach, kicks him in the back, sending him flying. Naruto says, "Oh, is that all the Hyuga clan can offer? How pathetic." And Neji says, "Don't underestimate us Hyugas," and he activates his, how's it called? Byakugan. And Naruto says, "Okay, how about this? Hit every single one of my chakra points." And Naruto just opens his arms and like, hit. Let's see if you can win. And Neji like smirks and starts hitting his chakra point. And everybody sees like, is this crazy? He's just forfeiting the match. And Neji looks, this loser is unavailable. He can't like continue, rule him out. And Naruto says, "Oh, are you sure about it?" And he enters a KCM 1 mode, 10% of chakra. And everybody's shocked, even Minato, like, what? I never saw Jinchuriki. By the way, Minato knows about 10%, Jiraiya told him, and he says, "I never saw Jinchuriki master the QB chakra this level." And Naruto says, "Oh, well," and he just basically blitzes Neji and starts beating the living crap out of him. And Naruto just summons a few shadow clones and sends them off, and Neji does rotation. And then Naruto just decides, okay, Neji, I had enough fun. And he activates a Rasengan, you know. And he decides, this is Vanishing Rasengan, by the way. And he decides to throw it, and Rasengan vanishes. Everybody in the public starts laughing, and Neji smirks. But then, something unexpected happened. Neji was blown away, and Naruto says, "Oh, well, guess you didn't expect that, huh, Neji?" And Neji activated this Byakugan because he used too much chakra. And Naruto says, "Call the match, you won't stand up." And Minato sees this like, what? What did he do? How did Rasengan manage that way? I have to get him to teach me that. And Proctor just calls the match. Sorry, I'm gonna say sorry goes against Gara. She loses. Gara doesn't lose his cool because I'm gonna say he has a lot more control over Shukaku, stuff like that. And by the way, this Naruto is a lot more different than DMC Naruto.
So yeah, Sari loses, Gara proceeds, Sasuke wins, Menma wins, and Mito and Tamari win. That's who wins. So I'm gonna do the next battle. Finally, literally my phone lagged and it stopped recording for some reason, and I have been waiting for 10 minutes to start recording again. By the way, this is gonna be a long what if, fam. Next battle, Naruto versus Sasuke, to Tamari versus Gara, and Mito and Menma against each other. So now I'm gonna skip Mito and Menma against each other. They were pretty even, but then Menma shocked all and used Flying Raiji in stage one. And by the way, he won't getting he won't master it because it's too hard for him since he is basically a stupid idiot. So yeah, Menma wins. Tamari against Gara loses. So now it's Sasuke against Naruto. And by the way, nobody knows against now for Naruto Sharingan except Shisui, Fugaku, Mikoto, and Tachi. Yeah. So Naruto looks and says, "Hey, what's up, damn it?" And he says, "Dope." And Naruto says, "Ah, you hurt my feelings like that." And he says, "I don't care." By the way, no village attack, no attack, because Orochimaru is good, fam. So Naruto and Sasuke start a Taijutsu battle, and everybody can see that Naruto is way more superior. Even Fugaku knows this, even though he hates to admit it, but Naruto is strong as hell. Maybe even stronger than him. But nobody knows about Naruto's Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, no Rinnegan yet. And Naruto says, "Come on, Sasuke, is that all you can got? I'm Uchiha Elite. You're not stronger than me." And he activates his Sharingan. Ooh, scary! Yeah, Sharingan isn't scary at all. And Sasuke and Naruto start fighting again. Everybody see Naruto is still a bit superior. By the way, Naruto has still his weights over 4 ton. So, yeah, don't forget that. He won't take them off until later when he wants to humiliate certain someone. Guess. I will finish tuning exams in this one. By the way, I'll finish it. I don't give a shit. We don't give a damn. We don't give a fuck. Now, I'm gonna say. Let me see. I'm gonna say Sasuke starts attacking Naruto, and Naruto just dodges his attacks, but barely, you know. Since he still does have 4 tons, and Sasuke did improve, but Naruto is still far more superior to him. Naruto can basically. I'm gonna say he can. He's a little under. No, I'm gonna say he's like strong as. I'm gonna say he's as strong as Itachi, you know, and Itachi is stronger than Minato and anybody else. By the way, I don't know if that's a fact, but I'm gonna say Itachi is the strongest in the village, and Naruto is as strong as Itachi. And nobody know. And Shisui is strongest in the village. I'm gonna correct that. Shisui is strongest in the village. After him is Itachi, and then Naruto. But people don't know everything Minato, you know, and rest, you know. Because I'm gonna make Shisui and Itachi overpowered because they were there for Naruto. They were there, and they're gonna be overpowered. Naruto is still isn't strong because don't forget he's 12. He isn't still that body strong like he was at 16 years. So still, I'm gonna say like you know that Deku that he can control one for all full. So Naruto can't control full percentage of Kurama chakras. He can control 15% of the 90, but later on he will control full chakra. And by the way, he got 3 more percent because not 3, 6 more percent because now he has 96 and Mito and Menma have 2% each because they both entered one cloak and they started fighting each other. Let me just connect my phone to the charger real quick. Oh no, it's 9:30 and I have a test. Let me see if I add this video. I have around 2 hours to learn before I go sleep. Anyway, I don't care. I want to make content for you guys. Just because you brought me to 1K, I'm just gonna go make this 1 hour. What if I can? If I don't, sorry. Basically, yeah. So yeah, Naruto has 96% of QB chakra, mind that. And Naruto is just dodging Sasuke easily, and he says, "Stop dodging, weakling." And Naruto just basically stands there and dodges again and hits Sasuke, sends him flying. Say, Sasuke, you're an Uchiha elite, but do you have Mangekyo Sharingan? And he looks and says, "No, I don't have it." By the way, Itachi does have, because I'm gonna say one of his closer friends, not Shisui, but friend closer Shisui, I'm gonna say. And by the way, he still has that girl, Izumi or something like that. He still has her. She's his bitch. So Naruto goes and says, "Well, then if you don't have it, then you're not an Uchiha elite. You're nothing but a worthless little twig." And Sasuke says, "How dare you? We Uchiha are strong." And Naruto activates his Mangekyo Sharingan. And everybody in the arena is shocked. And Naruto sees this like, "No way, he has father's eyes." And Naruto says, "What?" "Oh, the cat with your tongue." And Sasuke looks at him, "How do you have those eyes?" "Well, it's easy. I'm an Uchiha as well, Sasuke. And my eyes are much stronger than yours. You are just a little weakling." And Fugaku, Itachi, and Shisui, who are like guarding, they see this like, "What? He has that eye?" And Naruto says, "Well, right now I have probably the strongest eyes." And Fugaku is intrigued like this. How does he have strongest eyes? "Because only I have eternal Mangekyo right now." And every Shisui, Itachi, Fugaku are wide-eyed. Kushina asks Minato how is this possible. Minato explains that he's Madara. He explains Madara's genes must have come to him. And Jiraiya is wide-eyed like, "What? He has Mangekyo Sharingan." And he says he's an eternal version. But how did he get eternal version? And Obito as well, who is there, says, "What the fuck, fam?" And by the way, Kakashi does not have Obito Sharingan. Kakashi, more like Lane Kashi. Am I right? I'm right. So everybody's wide-eyed, and Naruto says, "You're just weak. You'll never pass Itachi, nor myself." And he just casts Tsukuyomi. I'm gonna say he has Tsukuyomi like Itachi. And he says, "Tsukuyomi." And he puts Sasuke against it. Sasuke starts screaming and falls unconscious. And Naruto looks and deactivates his Sharingan and says, "Call it." And Proctor says, Okay. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the winner." And by the way, Naruto has mask. I forgot to say. All this time he has mask on his face, and he's handsome, but he won't show that to anybody. And Naruto's walk back, and he's bombarded by question. Everybody looks at him, and Naruto says, and Sarada asks, "Naruto, you were really on Uchiha?" And Naruto says, "Well, yeah. That's why I'm close to Fugaku. I mean, on my 6th birthday, I asked him to train me in my Sharingan." And everybody looks at this 6th, so you have Sharingan since you're 6th, and says, "Yeah." I mean, pretty self-explanatory, you know. Fugaku looks at him like, "How do you have eternal version?" And he looks at him and says, "By the way, they know Naruto is Madara's grandson." And Naruto says, "Well, I found my grandfather's base, and I found his eyes. So I took the risk and it worked." And Fugaku says, "So those, yes, that's right, those eyes are his eyes." And Fugaku, like Itachi and Hisui, says, "Whoa, so does it have any special ability?" I don't know if Madara's Rinnegan ability was Limbo. I'm gonna just give it to his Sharingan. He says, "Well, I can use Tsukuyomi like Itachi, but I think main ability is Limbo." And they look at him limbo, like what is that? And he explains it's the visible clones, blah 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 blah. And Naruto just said, and they say Naruto, oh, okay, and Naruto so looks at him and says, but these eyes are much more powerful. And they look at him, well, they can evolve even more, but it's really chakra consuming. And how do you mean even more? And Naruto says, Fugaku Shisi, come a bit closer. And Itachi, he whispers, Rinnegan, into their eyes. And they are wide-eyed. Like, really, and Naruto says, I'll show you on a later date, but let's watch. And Sayuri, says, Naruto, so you're a chica like me. And Naruto says, well, technically, I'm a Uchiha, Sanju, Namikaze, Uzumaki, so I guess Sanju and Uchiha because he's like Yui a bit sad. And they flare up. And Naruto looks at them and says, okay, girls, how about after the tuning exam, I take both of you out on a date? And Naruto just grabs them both in a group, hopping, and they blush and says, and if you two want, you can be my girlfriends. And they blush even harder, and they ask him, what, for real? Naruto says, for real. But we'll discuss it later. For now, let's watch the shooting exams, and I wanna see who do. I wanna take a rest, so doing finals tomorrow, because it's a three-way finals. It's Gaara versus Menma versus Naruto. And Gaara was on alert for Naruto, and he stops Naruto before he walks out, and he says, Naruto, Uzuma, I want to talk to you. And everybody follows them, and he looks at them and says, I will destroy you. Mom will help her back. And Naruto says, Gaara, come closer. And Naruto puts his hands behind his back, and he starts a 5 trigram seal. And when Gaara comes close, Naruto extends his left hand for a handshake. And Gaara extends his too, but Naruto grabs him, pulls him, and basically tightens the seal. And after that, Gaara falls on the ground. And everybody comes to Mario, and what did you do to him? And Naruto says, well, you ninjas don't know. And Minato and Kushina were watching this. They want to talk to Naruto about something. And everybody in Naruto says, the week you put on Shokaku is too, I'm gonna say it's for noobs. Anyway, he didn't let him sleep, so I decided that I would fix that myself. So Gaara, you can now officially sleep. And Gaara looks at him and says, why would you do such a thing for me? Well, I see you as a friend, Gaara. And Gaara looks at him as a friend. And Naruto says, well, yeah. And we Jinchuriki have to stick together, And I see you as a friend. And Gaara smiles. Okay, friend. And everybody sees the Mario is shocked, Gaara called friend. And Naruto says, Gaara, I think you should change. And Gaara looks at him, what? How about instead of how many people kills you are alive, then how many people you help and let them live and help them survive? Help. That's how good you are. You have your brothers and sister. I don't know why you're talking that nobody likes you. I can see they love you. And he says, okay. And Gaara just walks out, and Minato, Menma, everybody comes to Naruto. And Menma starts, Naruto, how do you have that eyes? Give them to me, you not deserve. And Naruto says, shut up, kid, you shut up. And Minato looks, Naruto, how? Explain, how? Since when do you have a Sharingan? And Naruto says, since I was 6, I activated it. Uchi has been training me, and since I was 9, I had 3 tomoes. And Minato looks at him, but Mangekyo, how did you activate it? I activated on my 9th birthday, actually. And he says, how? Well, you betrayed me. You disowned me. So I felt lonely, betrayed, and it activated. But you said you had eternal version. Naruto looks at him now, serious. Says, if you want to talk about that, then tell Kushna to grab the kids and leave. That's only I will speak to you and maybe Jiraiya about. And Tsunade and everybody leaves, and Naruto says, "Oh well, Minato, see these eyes?" And Minato looks like, "Yes, Naruto, I see them. These eyes are your father's eyes." And Minato is not wide-eyed. What? How did you get those eyes? And Naruto says, "I found his base. And by the way, that base has over 200 Sharingan in them." And Naruto says, like, "Yeah, there was over 200. I destroyed all of them, except his, so I placed them in my eyes to have eternal light." And Minato looks at him, "So you know who he is?" "Yes, I even have his sword. But I don't want to use it that much." And Minato says, "You have his sword? Can I have it, Naruto?" And Naruto looks at him and says, "Well, I do have his eyes, and I have some sort of actually, yeah, no, I'm not gonna give it to you, actually." "And why?" And Naruto says, "Why? I became quite skilled in swords, and I never see you use a sword, so it would probably be a prop, or it would go to Menma. And I don't want to give those stuck up brats anything, so honestly, no." And Jiraiya is there, says, "Oh, really? And what sword do you have?" And Naruto looks at him and says, "Oh, the sword that I have? And it's not that you can stop hiding." And she comes, "And how did you sense me?" And Naruto says, "You're so basic, but the sword I have is the sword of second Hokage." And he just pulls a beautiful blue katana. Basically, Tanjiro's for my hero, for not my hero. What the fuck? From Demon Slayer. I'm gonna say that was second Hokage's like sword. And Tsunade says, "What? That's Uncle's sword." And Naruto says, "Yeah, this is my prized possession, and I have come to be like quite skilled with it, by the way. So yeah, I used it quite a lot." And she looks at him and she like, "Definitely, we'll sell it." And "Because I know you wouldn't give it to me." "Oh no, I won't sell it." And she says, "Why?" "Well, he has his seals, and my seals are fairly similar, so I can teleport with the sword. I just channel a little bit to my chakra, and I can teleport anywhere that he puts seals, which is a lot of fucking places, so hell no." And Naruto just says, "Well, anyway, see you tomorrow in the finals when I wipe the floor with men." And he just leaves like that. Time skip right to you by Chibi Naruto fucking Saru Yanko and what the fuck? So yeah, finals. Naruto, Gaara, and Menma starting like in the like little triangle, and they say, "Huh, you got to lose, Naruto." And Gaara, that says Menma. Gaara says, "Naruto, no hard feelings, right?" And Naruto says, "Yeah, no hard feelings." And the battle starts. Don't forget, Naruto sealed Shikaku, so Gaara is much weaker, I'm gonna say. And Naruto and Menma just starts attacking Naruto. Naruto basically puts him back a little bit. Renders him unconscious for a bit, but still didn't like kinda. Like, see, they still didn't like rule him out of the match because he was like still opening his eyes for a bit. And Naruto says, "Gaara, I'm sorry," and Naruto just blitzes Gaara and basically knocks him out cold, not even opening his eyes a bit. And right now, Menma like opens his eyes fully and he enters a QB jail mode 1, and Naruto just brings Gaara to the proctor and says, he's out, bring him out, I will deal with Menma." And Menma starts attacking Naruto. Naruto just basically like a G. He just avoids Menma like a G. Like easily avoids Menma. And Menma looks a coward and starts even more rampaging. And Naruto wants to show off a bit. And Menma starts entering two tails, like, but this is weak, you know. He can enter basically three tails, I'm gonna say, but it's basically super weak. Like his three tails are like regular one tail, that would be or even half of one tail power, you know? And Minato says, no, no. And Naruto says, calm down. And he says, no, I won't. And Naruto just says, okay, well. And Naruto does those few jutsus. And he claps his hand. Wood style, wood dragon, absorbing wood dragon, I want to say. And everybody's wide eyed, like, what? And Wood just involves and he, like, basically grabs Menma in his mouth. And QB chakra is going away to Menma, and everybody sees that it's going away. And the QB chakra, when it enters out of the tail of the wood dragon, everybody could see that it's entering in Naruto's stomach. Naruto says, oh well, looks like the remaining chakra came to me. Uh, Although Mito still has 2%, I don't care anymore. I have 98%. That 2% will come back. And Naruto just comes because Menma is still conscious a bit, and he says, night night, and he knocks him out. Knocks him out cold, fam. And everybody sees this like, holy fucking shit, my man's hella overpowered. And Naruto says, call it. And everybody is in awe because Naruto used the first Hokage's jutsu. And Tsunade looks at him. By the way, Orochimaru is still in here. And he says, this kid. And Jiraiya notices something. And he says, wait. And he says, Minato, maybe Naruto is child of prophecy. Minato says, maybe we were wrong. Anyway. And Jorah says, I want answers from that brat. And after the match, Auto allows the win, like Victor, and he is tuning now. So I'm gonna do 1 day time skip. Naruto is being called to Hokage's office. So is his team, like so are Man, Mamito, and few others. Sasuke, Sarui. Yeah, sorry. You will not, unfortunately, but yeah. So when they come there, Minato says, first of all, Naruto, congratulations. You are officially tuning. And he says, Sasuke, Sarui, I wanna award you to be tuning as well. Mito and Menma, you as well are going to be promoted to tuning. And Naruto says, oh Minato, aren't you playing a favorite right here? And Minato and everybody in the room, even Kushna, says, what do you mean, Naruto? How are they favorites? Menma did not show any true skill, no strategic, no anything, so I wouldn't suggest promoting him to Chunin just yet. And Sasuke, he proved to be quite childish as well, so I would suggest you postpone his promo. Like, try starting them some more like statistics and stuff like that, you know, tactics and that, and they say we don't care. I hereby pronounce all of you tuning like, and Naruto, you know what? I'm gonna pronounce you high tuning or low joning. Which one do you want? And Naruto says, I want to be low joning, and Minato says, consider it done. By the way, all of you can leave. Except you, Naruto. And Naruto just stands and says, okay, Minato, what do you want? And Minato says, don't play dumb. How can you use wood style? And Tsunade is now out of her hiding. Yeah, Brad, how can you use it? And Naruto says, I don't know what you're talking about, but I've been using wood style since I was fairly young. And Minato asked, how do you have it? And Naruto says, I don't know, one day I was just doing some random things and I dreamed about one man. And Tsunade is dreaming, who do you dream? I dreamt about a man with long black hair. He had a red armor, and he had brownish eyes, and looked at me and said in my dream that my will of fire is strong and he will give me a gift of many, and he... Next day I woke up, I could use wood style, and Tsunade is wide-eyed. She, like, grandfather was in his dream, like, what? How? And she doesn't tell anything about that, you know, she just knows and she just keeps her mouth shut, like a little bitch she is. And she says, alright, Naruto, And after that, I'm gonna say Naruto just walks out and he sees Saru waiting for him. And Yui's there as well, and Uncle. And Uncle says, "Congratulations, Naruto, what did you become?" And Naruto says, "Oh, hello, Joni, nothing spec." And Uncle looks at him, "Well, this is cause for celebration, and Yui is down. But I didn't do anything." And Naruto looks, "Yui? That's nonsense. Well, of course you didn't train as hard, but you were just unlucky to be paired against Mito. I mean, she was trained all her life, and you just started training. How about this? How about after? How about in 2 days, all of us go on a training trip together?" And they look at him. "All of us? What do you mean?" "Well, I'm thinking that Sarui, Yui, and you, senpai, we all go on training." And they look, and by the way, Naruto knows Uncle has a little crush on him. And Uncle says, well, Naruto, aren't you a Jonin? And you don't basically can be on this team." "Well, see, Minato and Krishna are really, really desperate to get me back into their family, so let's just say I can tell them what to do and they basically will do it. I can manipulate them, so we'll all stand in this team." And Uncle just smirks. "Nice one, brat." And Naruto says, "Who are you calling a brat? You have a crush on me, please. And you're 4 years older than me." And Uncle blushes. "What? Nonsense." And Naruto says, "Oh, really? Well, how about this? Do you all three of you, do you want to become my girlfriends?" And they look, and Sorry says, "Well, if they want to share, sure." And Yui says, "Okay, sure. I wanna be with you, Naruto-kun." And he looks at Anko. "What do you say? Wanna be my girlfriend?" And Anko looks. "I don't know what you're talking about, Brett. Come on, Anko. You know you wanna." And Uncle sighs says, "Okay, Naruto, I'll be your girlfriend." And Naruto says, "Okay, so how about we go to barbecue? My treat." And they look at him, "But that's expensive." And Naruto says, "Well, I'll be hiding something. I am quite rich, you know that." "And how?" And Naruto says, "Well, I created few inventions under the name John Silver, so..." And Uncle Light, "John Silver, are you for real? But his weapons are so hard to find, and he's basically master class. He's basically a billionaire." And Naruto says, "Yeah, I am a billionaire. So how about we all go and eat?" And they say, "Okay, let's eat." So they eat, have fun, and after that, Naruto goes and kisses all of them, and he says, "Well, see you guys tomorrow, but I have somewhere to be. I want to see somebody." And they see, "Who?" And Naruto says, "I want to see Obito. I didn't see him in a while." And Uncle smirks, "Oh, Obito, I haven't seen him as well. Well, say hi for me." And Naruto says, "Okay, I will." And Naruto just goes, knocks on the door, everyone opens. "Hello, Naruto. So, you won the tuning exams. Congratulations." Naruto says, "Well, yeah, but they put me in a low Jonin. But anyway, what's up, guys?" And they say, like, "Nothing much. What about you?" And he says, "I just want to talk to Obito for real quick." And they say, "Okay, bet." And Obito comes on and says, "What up, Naruto?" So Naruto says, "Oh, is Kakashi here as well?" And he says, "Yeah." And Naruto just comes to them and he says, "Hello." And he is dead serious. And Naruto says, "Oh, Inko, can you not Inko? What the fuck? Oh, Rin, can you bring us a bit tea?" Obito says, and she nods and she goes. And Naruto says, "I have become master. I even wrote a chapter of Each Age of Paradise that will be in Each Age of Paradise." And they wide-eyed, "Congratulations, Naruto. You have succeeded, both of us." And Naruto just gives him. "So I started writing my own book." And he just opens and says, "Here are the first two copies. You were great inspiration. By the way, Obito, thank you. You are my master. Kakashi, you didn't do much, but thank you as well." And they just talk, laugh, and stuff like that. Rin comes, they change the subject, but Naruto gave his book to them. And by the way, this is where I'm going to end it. I just lost my voice and I want to learn for tomorrow's test. So, yeah, guys. Actually, I'll see you later. So, comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and please follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing, fam? What are you doing? So, yeah, like, share, follow, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Bye.